This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we are slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application that we sort of reviewed in summary earlier. Now we're going to take a more in-depth look at it. It's called Leps World 2, which is obviously the sequel to the much downloaded and much lauded Leps World 1. Comes with a lot of great features, a lot of outstanding sort of classic platforming style gameplay that we enjoyed quite a lot, and as such we wanted to bring you a full review of it. Of course, I do have sound turned off just because it kind of makes it easier to hear me, and of course the application is available in a variety of languages, so si tu parles français, that's there, and if you spreche the Deutsch, I don't speak German, it's there as well. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the home screen. This is a fresh install, so we haven't gotten too far in the levels, but we have played this quite extensively on another device, and we liked it quite a bit. We don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll be able to show you quite accurately what's going on here. The game itself is full, or rather rife, I would say, with the same sort of classic platforming action that you would expect from a great title within the genre. That is to say that it's got all of the basics. You've got jumping, you've got further jumping by holding the button here. By the way, the controls are laid out very nicely, sort of reminiscent of, I don't know what the term would be, console handheld games, things like DS's and etc., etc. Very well laid out. At first we had some concerns about the arrows, but after a while, you know, we got used to it very quickly, which is something that we don't usually get to say. It's very ergonomic and it works extremely well. Platforming, obviously, this is straight from the side-scrolling book of how to do it, which is not a bad thing in our opinion at all. It actually takes us right back to the good old days of playing the Mario games on some of the older consoles, etc., etc., so we like that quite a bit. And you're going to be usually doing the usual sort of platforming fare, collecting coins, collecting this, that, and the other, gaining power-ups as you go along. You'll see more of those in a second, and of course you're doing the same usual sort of start at one end of the level and then work your way across to the other end with checkpoints along the way, so you don't have to worry about getting too frustrated. So as stated, we did enjoy this quite a bit. We're going to say that right off on the front end just so you're aware of it. One of the things that we like most about the game is the variety of enemies. I think there's something like 15 of them. So for instance, I just kind of hit those Koopa Shell variety monsters, which means that you have to double tap them twice on the top to get rid of them. And as you can see, as I'm going along, there are different brick types too, so I'm busting these bricks to get extra points. But at the same time, there are other bricks that will, little shamrock bricks that will yield you power-ups, they'll yield you extra lives, which are listed as shamrocks up here. And a variety of other elements too. One of the things you might have noticed is that you can fire a pine cone by hitting the pine cone button, which is a nice way out of a jam involving an enemy, and it's also good for boss fights. That's something that we very much enjoyed in this game, is the fact that it includes wonderful boss fight levels, adding further to the content. We are also going to mention that the application comes with an absolute mountain of content. You get a ton of levels for the 99 cents that you'll actually pay, which is absolutely brilliant. In other words, you could easily spend, I gotta stop doing that, hours and hours and hours of your morning commute playing the game, and only barely scratching the surface of it. Furthermore, we feel like there's a lot of replay value involved. You could easily go back and try to best your high scores, try to do better than you've done, etc., etc. I should stop saying etc., etc. as well. But basically, a lot of value for the 99 cents that you will be paying, which is something that we look for a lot in these kind of platforming games, just because they can get sort of repetitive after a while. And so we really look for that replay and that constant play value. So I'm just going to poke along a little bit more. Graphics, talk about graphics for just a second. They are, of course, wonderful. The new Leps game, this one that is, came with a graphics update, and we like the improvements quite a lot. It's very professional. In fact, it reminds us of some of those classic games, say the Kirby games for Game Boy that we have been talking about. It adds a nice professional air to it, which is, you know, believe it or not something we get to say very often within the realm of iPhone design. So enjoyed that quite a bit. Controls, like I said, are very ergonomic. We had no problems getting used to them fairly quickly. We enjoyed the fact that after about, I'd say about 15 minutes of gameplay, you're so used to them that you don't even think about them being there, which is nice. Going to go ahead and do this. Pop them. Let me see if there's anything else I'm going to mention. I'm just going to keep playing through this level to conclusion. just to kind of show you a bit more of it. Power-ups is something worth mentioning. I have yet to hit any, but there are a variety of them, which is nice. We appreciate the fact that the game gives you quite a bit of pizzazz, I guess, in terms of power-ups. There are things that will make you go faster. There are things that will improve your jumping, improve this, that, or the other characteristic about your character, enabling you to score higher, to do better within the realm of the app. Get your score up higher. This game does come with Game Center integration if you're into the whole achievements thing, which we completely are, so we enjoy that quite a lot. Also get an Angry Birds style collect them all sort of golden pots thing. I'm just going to flick through the levels so you can kind of get a feel for what this looks like. There you go. That's stage 1. You've also got Highlands, Winterland, Desert, Mines, Spooky Forest, Ice Cave, Water World, Castle, and then the end. So if you didn't catch that, that's a ton of different stages to play through. So of course you'll be getting different scenery elements as you go through. Furthermore, each stage comes with 8 at the least. I haven't checked the later ones. I didn't quite make it all the way out to, say, here. But at least 8 different levels, which adds up to an absolute monster of content, not to mention the fact that you can go back and try to collect all of those extras. At this point, we have sort of been talking about value, but 99 cents is absolutely it's obscene how little they're going to ask you to pay to actually play the game. So in other words, 99 cents is the pitch perfect price for this, and you'd be kind of stupid not to get it if you're really into platforming, which is a genre that we specifically enjoy. And that's basically all I have to say on the front end, other than I have no real criticisms of the app. I enjoyed it immensely, and will probably continue to play it for quite some time yet. Of course, it does earn our very solid recommendation, as well as a 4.5 out of 5-star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. It's absolutely brilliant, and we cannot wait for future updates to bring more content or even possibly more sequels. See there, I've just got an invincibility power-up, which is nice, so I can just slam through these guys. All in all, it's a great world, it's a great game, and it's a great addition to any iPhone platformer's repertoire. So, yes, I guess we're going to end on that. Again, 4.5 out of 5 for the application, and it is available for 99 cents in the App Store. So go ahead and get it. I'm going to keep playing. See you guys later. Bye.